being put off of the smiling Batman.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Hot Toys action figure review on Marvel's Captain America Civil War movie masterpiece MMS 363 Black Panther 1/6 scale collectible figure. If you're trying to pick this up, you can get it right now.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Oh man, I'm very excited for this one. I've been wanting the Hot Toys Black Panther for quite some time now. Nice packaging over here. We get the wrap image once again so you can see Black Panther. And on the side there's Winter Soldier, and there's Falcon right up there. Then you got Cap versus Iron Man and Giant Man, and United We Stand, Divided We Fall, and then there's Black Widow, and then that's a Team Iron Man in the red foil, looking very nice. Black Panther at the top, and then Captain America Civil War at the bottom. And we remove the sleeve, and then you can see the Black Panther figure right inside. It says Black Panther, and then on the back you can see all the people responsible for creating the figure, and then you get the Team Iron Man right there, and that's it. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Black Panther out of the packaging, and I really like this figure a lot. I do have complaints, of course, but man, I am very happy with this figure. I think this is a fairly dynamic pose over here, and I've had a lot of fun getting in this guy into multiple dynamic poses. I think it's a very fun figure, but posing him, you gotta do it at your own risk, man, because I don't know how long that suit will last during some of the poses I've put the figure in, so be wary. Now, the figure does not come with a lot of accessories. That's actually my biggest disappointment with this piece, so let's take a closer look at those first, and then we'll take a closer look at our Hot Toys Black Panther.
Now, I usually highly recommend you read your directions before you start tampering with the figure, but in this case, not really, man. They don't really offer much over here. It says you could move the head around, you know, those are sharp, and don't try to ruin your figure, don't try to remove the suit or anything, so yeah, that's really it. Oh, way to be so generous with the accessories, Hot Toys. Wow, so many accessories over here, man. I can't believe it. We get 3 pairs of interchangeable hands. I'm being incredibly sarcastic, but really, it is a bummer that we only get 3 sets of interchangeable hands for accessories. We don't even get the Bozeman head sculpt. That would have been really nice to get an unmasked Black Panther. But anyway, looking at the interchangeable hands, they do look really good. I really like the texture details that we see right here. We get some glossy black. I like that. You could even see the silver right over there for the fingernails on the fisted hands. He also has these relaxed hands right there. Again, looking very good. I like that. You know, so what they did give us looks pretty awesome. And then this is the only set of hands I feel like I really need to leave the figure in. I mean, you gotta have the claws out, you know. These just look incredible. I really dig them a lot. I mean, look how cool that is. And they are sharp and pointy, so you do want to be careful with them, but man, whew, yeah, they look amazing. Really like the hands. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of swapping these out. Now, you just really want to be careful about the sleeve right over here. You can see this peg did come out for me, and I did put it in there, and some of it got stuck underneath, so I have to remove this peg again. So yeah, that could be a little bit bothersome. So, you know, this side looks a little bit better, so you can see there's a little bit of slack right over there. And you just want to make sure that you put it on top like that. And, you know, it gets a little bit weird, so just want to be careful with that. Make sure that if the peg does come out, you know, that you don't put the peg on top of the sleeve. Now, before taking a closer look at the figure, I just want to talk about the comic book version of Black Panther for those of you who don't read the comics.
How did you turn this stupid thing on?
Some of you may or may not know that Black Panther is the very first black superhero to appear in mainstream comic books. He was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and you can see the original Black Panther designed by Jack Kirby right over here, thus the striped boots and gloves that we see in his costume nowadays. He was first introduced in the Fantastic Four comic books, and he appeared in Captain America comics, Avengers comics, and even Daredevil comics before he had his own feature. He was created before the political Black Panther movement was formed, and he even went by the name of Black Leopard to help differentiate this character from the Black Panther Party, but he went back to being Black Panther. For a moment, he did have a short-lived cow mask, and more recently in the comics, he was married to Aurora Monroe, aka Storm, but I think they're divorced now, right? But anyway, looking at the head sculpt, man, I really like this head sculpt a lot. I think it looks really good. I mean, look at all these details right here. I'm really digging that. I even like how the eyes look. You can see those little dots sculpted right in there. All that vibranium looking sweet. All these little hatchings sculpted in there. The ears look great. I love the silver on this. I like how we have variants of black on here too. Really cool looking head sculpt. Again, I wish we'd gotten a maskless version. They're probably holding out on that for the Black Panther movie. You know, which I feel like, oh, come on, man. So what, you're gonna make us buy 2 now? which is kind of a common thing. But anyway, looking on the back of the head, it looks really good. And I got to get a nice look at the top of the head right there. Not looking too shabby at all. Yeah, I'm really liking it a lot. Now, I will say I do think the head looks a little on the big side. Just a little bit. But we'll take a look again from farther away in a moment. And then looking at this, I don't want to call it the necklace, but I'm going to call it a necklace right now anyway. I think it looks really good. Nicely sculpted. Nice silver paint on here. And the whole suit just looks really awesome. I really like the suit and the design for this. Very intricate. I like it. It has this very tribal theme, which I thought was very smart, you know. Especially him being from Wakanda and everything. I really like how the gloves came out over here. And then there's the hands once more. We already took a closer look at those. Looking really sweet. Nice stitching. Just want to take a look at the elbow areas right there. So we have this glossier, thicker material. Looking pretty good. And there's the back of the figure. There's his back. And there's the back of the necklace too. Really nice details. Man, that is awesome. I really like that. The material of this thing kind of reminds me of the same material that they used for the Vision. That's what it feels like. So it feels fairly durable, but I will not be leaving it in dynamic pose for very long periods of time. There's your Black Panther butt and Black Panther legs right there. Just because I feel like it's going to get ruined. Like, for instance, these hip joints right here, you could see some wrinkles right there for me, you know, having him in dynamic poses with his legs kicking upward and whatnot. So that has gotten wrinkly, so be wary of that. If you're going to be doing that stuff, know you're going to damage your figure a little bit. They don't even warn you about that in the directions or anything, so, you know. There's the knees. And again, you kind of want to be careful with these too. As I bend the knees here, I notice that this is kind of, you know, stretching this plastic type material right there. So again, you want to be careful about leaving it in the dynamic poses. There's the calves looking pretty good. Then there's the feet, really nice with those panther toes. And then I like how you get that little extra sculpted piece right there. And then the bottom of the feet are sculpted very nicely with these treads. So I think that looks really good. I like that a lot. Now looking at the figure from a little farther away, does the head look a little on the large side to you? It looks a bit big to me, and his legs do look a bit stumpy as well. I think his legs could have been a little bit longer. Rewatching the movie just a little bit though, I noticed that Boseman didn't have the longest legs, but I think they were longer than that. I don't know, it just looks a little stumpy to me. Anyway, for the articulation, you can get the head looking up quite a bit. I really like that. That's nice head articulation. You can actually move it up a little bit more than that. It's pretty sweet. And the neck and head allow him to look down that much. You do get side-to-side movement over here, and of course you get great amount of head pivot. You can pop this off, by the way. It will pop off easily if you want to. So again, really wishing that we got an alternate head sculpt. Unfortunately, I'm not really feeling much of a butterfly joint in here. I think there should be one, but nah, I'm not really feeling a butterfly joint. The shoulders will move outward that much though, which is pretty good. And you can rotate them forward, but I wouldn't move them forward more than that. So yeah, be careful. Again, you can see it getting wrinkly and stuff right in there. You do get a bicep swivel in here. You get the double jointed elbows, and then you get wrist rotation and they hinge up and down. You get a diaphragm joint that does turn side to side. It crunches forward that much, crunches back. And you get some diaphragm pivot. You also get a waist crunch forward that much, waist crunch back. You get side to side movement at the waist and a little tiny bit of waist pivot right there. The hip joints move outward. I'm not going to push it more than that. That's as far as I really want to go. And he can kick forward. And I like to bunch up the material right here and then move it forward so I'm not creasing it. And he will kick forward that much. I wish he could kick forward more than that. I hope Hot Toys one day, incorporates that drop down system on the hips. That would be really nice. His legs don't move back at all. He does have an upper thigh cut. He has a double jointed knees, and then his ankle will rotate side to side, down, up, and you get ankle pivot. Now measuring out this Black Panther figure, you can see that he's standing just a little over 12.5 inches tall. Then here's Black Panther next to the only other two Hot Toys Captain America Civil War figures I have in my collection. Even though I have reviewed a bunch of other Hot Toys Captain America Civil War figures, I don't get to keep everything I review. But anyway, I do think these scale fairly well. I thought Cap was a little bit taller than Black Panther, but I don't know, they're more or less all about the same height. And then comparing this Black Panther Hot Toys figure to a couple other Black Panthers, we have the Marvel Select comic version Black Panther, and then we have the only other movie Black Panther figure I have in my collection, the Marvel Legends Giant Man Wave Black Panther. And then here's Hot Toys Black Panther next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Letdown Spider-Man. Wow, yeah, there he is on the dynamic posing stand, and yeah, that was a pathetic roar on my part, but hey, the pose isn't pathetic, right? Fairly good pose. No, I think it looks pretty cool, man.
Again, I've been having a lot of fun taking pictures with this guy. I'm probably not going to leave him in a pose like that, again, because I don't want the suit to get ruined, but I love that I can at least get shots of the Black Panther like this in these dynamic poses. I think it's very cool. Am I upset about the lack of accessories? Hell yeah, I am. I think they really should have given us a lot more accessories than just 3 pairs of interchangeable hands in the base. I just think that's a bit weak. Really wish that we had gotten the Bozeman head sculpt, but hopefully next time. Oh man. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do like the figure, so let me know what you think about the figure in the comments section below. Let me know what you think about the review. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed already. If you're already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be part of the notification squad and know right when the latest ShartimusPrime video is coming at your face. And if you want to see a photo gallery of images, it's all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me, you can follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
We're shot in your face. I said 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 we're shot in